Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3.
Oh, shit.
Gotta get over so I can see it. Yeah. Episode 3 of the Cookbook podcast with Katie, Chris, and Free. And boy, Chris Mays. Fellas, how we doing this week?
Doing great. Doing good.
Feeling good. Feeling great, man. Alive.
Y'all boys have a good holiday week?
Yeah, it was smooth.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I had a good time, man. Me and the lady went up to the lake house, her family lake house, kicked it up there. There's some real play, you know what I'm saying? Just kicking back on the boats, fishing, having a good time. I've been on a like a 2-week vacation for me, so.
I sure would like to be on the boat. That would have been nice. Don't you think, Free?
Yes, sir. It would have been nice.
I would have liked that.
If I could have invited y'all, I would have. You know what I'm saying? But
you always have an option and chance to do anything you please, brother. So I don't want to hear that coulda shit.
Wow.
The worst they could have said was no.
Yeah.
You're right. But if I know they're going to say no. Listen, it was a lot of kids up there.
You never know. It's like when you ask your mama for your friends to go, is she going to say no? You never know till she asks. It might have been that day she was in a good mood.
Listen, we can go anytime y'all want to go now. So just let me know when. We can go.
But we just couldn't go with y'all. That's what you're saying.
No, we couldn't go without having space for y'all. That's what I'm saying.
You calling us fat?
Yes.
Damn.
Word.
It's true, but damn.
Word.
Hey, call like it.
Well, yeah. Besides that, the 4th of July was hot as hell. If you're in the South, that shit was set on hell. I was at my homie's house. I was at his cookout. I brought some chicken. It was my first time cooking on a Traeger or pellet grill of any type. Yeah. And the heat was just blowing when you open it up. So I'm just out there dripping, trying to make sure I don't get no sweat.
You have a towel on you?
Big nigga rule number 7.
Keep that towel on you.
Keep that towel. At least hand cloth. At least a hand cloth. The small towel is preferable because you got a lot more coverage. But you at least have a hand towel.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well.
What'd you say?
Don't try to whisper that.
I kept my towel. I don't know. I ain't never needed it.
So you didn't embrace it yet. That's what it is.
I feel when you get bald head and shit, right now I got the hair and shit. You know what I'm saying? To help.
It's for like the neck. It's like for the
neck,
creases,
the face, the arm. Like,
I guess you're probably right.
You know what I'm saying? Just throw that motherfucker on the towel, man. Don't be ashamed.
The big nigga accessory.
It's a rite of passage, honestly.
Because everybody ain't able. Because especially if you husky, but we ain't gonna get into that.
Everybody ain't able.
Everybody ain't able. Well, let's get into it, man. We're gonna start off with our music column. It's another big week in music.
Yes, sir.
And apparently, Chris Brown is mad. He's claimed he's not getting the respect he deserves, the adulation. He said people only talk about him when things are going bad or he's in like a tabloid type situation. So he's finna go NWO on us. He's finna turn heel. I mean, bro.
Hey, listen,
people ain't trying to listen to 24 songs.
Yeah, and that's the thing, bro. He always dropping music like it's 2000, bro. You can't do that.
Encyclopedia. Why? It's a fucking mixtape, cuz.
Like the most songs you can really drop right now is probably like 16.
Yeah, because
16 is pushing it. That's a lot of songs.
He dropped 30?
24. And he just dropped the deluxe.
Another 6 more.
That has 30 something on it.
Yeah, that's not 6 more, 7 more, something like that.
It's too much, cuz. It's too much. Too much for niggas.
That's like old Gucci. This when Gucci used to drop fucking 3 mixtapes with 30 songs on all of them.
To this day, I don't listen to Gucci.
Back to back,
bro. My brother would listen, bro. My brother was in high school when Gucci dropped, so. And he just started driving CD players, but mixtapes are going crazy right this month.
For sure.
Man, listen, Gucci every day, bro. Can't deal.
And that's how it was with Wayne. Wayne was dropping mixtapes like that too. But now you got to look at the culture and time and what people are used to. The attention span is short. Yeah. You got to get there, get to it, get the package together, and keep rolling. I mean, that's just more albums you could have been put out.
Facts. Yep. Singles. He could just put out EPs, whatever it was. He could have made it a little bit shorter. It's some good songs. It's quality music, bro. But it's intimidating for people who, like I said, shorter attention spans nowadays. They don't want to listen to fucking 30, 40 songs. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to take 2 hours to listen to a whole album. About an hour 15. Even like you're saying podcasts. People don't want to listen to no 4-hour podcast. They don't. Some people might, but majority of people.
If I'm on a long drive, that's
maybe. Other than that, no. You gonna pick up 7 songs you like, and you gonna rock with those 7 songs. That's what you're gonna do.
with music, you get tired. You might get tired of hearing the same person over and over again. I time to switch it up.
Yeah,
because everybody got playlists now. Nobody really just sit and listen to albums that often, unless you got a vinyl. Shout out to the vinyl gang. Yeah. I know who y'all are, but you gotta mix it up. This is too long.
Yeah, and then I mean, he has some good features. Like you said, it's probably like 7, 8, 9 songs that you'll take from there and you'll put on your playlist because that's what you want to listen to. That's about it, though. But you dropping all that music at one time, but it ain't good right now. You got to read the room, bro. That's all.
It's hard to just really appreciate it because you're just so burnt out and you can't really listen because you got so much to listen to.
After the first, all this shit gonna sound alike and shit. All this shit gonna sound the same after a while.
After the first one, you listen to it all the way through the first time. You're like, all right, bet I'm gonna pick my songs that I like and I'm gonna rock with those. You might hear a couple on shuffle every now and then. Like, oh, I didn't know that song. You gonna take those too. Cool. But besides that, yeah. But don't be dropping 20-something songs, but you don't need to. Not no more.
Why?
And don't be mad at niggas when niggas don't want to listen to 24 songs. So all in all, niggas shut up all that crying.
Damn,
all that crying.
I know. That's Brisk Breezy now.
All right, man.
Somebody said he joined the grad chapter, but I ain't gonna, man.
Who did?
They said he joined Blood grad chapter. I seen that.
Oh, Blood.
Tell that boy about his interview etiquette as of late. He like he on powder. You better tighten up.
Hey, chill. You know that boy got a speech impediment. Don't do that.
Me too.
So you gay?
He said, I ain't doing it.
What you talking about?
Hey, maybe you know something you don't. Yeah.
Hey, give him some tips. Give him some tips. All right.
Breathe.
Katie, I know you talking about that Brent Fire ass.
Yeah, man. Brent, man, he dropped a new album, man. I really love it, man. It's that same old toxic, whatever you want to call it, type music. But it's some really good songs on there.
It's banging though.
It's some really good songs. Bro, if you haven't listened to like the little skits on there, bro, the skits on there, I don't know who's playing them. I think one of them is Denzel Washington's son. I think he's playing one of the people on the skits. The skits feel like a whole movie, bro. If you listen to the skits on the album, bro, that shit will have you fucking thinking you watching the TV show, bro. That shit's crazy. I'm gonna
have to go back because I did skip the skits.
No, you go listen to the skits. But the songs on there, All Mine is one of my favorites. Jackie Brown, I like that song a lot. Addiction is pretty cool. I mean, he does a great job, but it's a different type of music. It's kind of like the new R&B people want to listen to. And if you want to, pedal back on Chris Brown a little bit, Chris Brown still make that older version of R&B. People ain't really trying to. That's what they're looking for.
Niggas kind of got that along with Chris Brown and shit, man. Niggas ain't trying to be break dancing along with that shit while they listen to that shit.
But it's not even that type of music. It's just the sound, bro. It's just like because
a lot of these niggas don't sing no more.
See, it's Bella Sierra. Bella Sierra. You see that shit? That jump shit.
We're gonna get into that in a second.
No, we not. You better not. Leave that shit alone.
We're gonna get into that shit in a second.
Leave that shit alone.
But just from the past couple of weeks, the look of the R&B landscape. We covered the verses, which was a hot ass mess. Mm-hmm. Then Usher turns around and says, all right, let me show you niggas how to do this shit.
Facts.
And got everybody trying to hit that high note that your voice isn't made for. But, just the change of, and not just male R&B, but R&B as a whole. And there's a lot of still traditional R&B artists out there. They just don't get the acclaim and notoriety. But this new style has gotten, which, that's just music over time. Right. It's definitely still out there. It's just not as mainstream. But no, this wave that's going is cool right now. There's a lot, what you want is out there. You just got to search for it. But no knocking to nobody who's hot right now because, hey, make your money. Make your music because we enjoy it. And so it's top. Brent, this album is toxic as shit, but it's good as shit. So I better take
and he ain't lying.
Keep that up in there.
He ain't lying in none of them verses. He ain't lying. That's how shit be sometimes. She's not lying.
The views of Keionta Davis are his alone.
What did he lie about? I mean, it's stuff that, maybe you haven't went through yourself, but it's something that's somewhat relatable to certain situations as a single man. At some point, that's what stuff you go through.
Sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I ain't saying word for word, that's what you're doing out here, but I'm just saying it's some stuff you're like, you know what? I was in that situation before. Or something similar. Make a left instead of a right, you know what I'm saying? But,
All right. Well, shout out to Glorilla, who a lot of
F-R-E-E.
Yep, who has the female banger of the summer.
Yes, so far.
But she just signed to CMG, Yo Gotti's label. And so congratulations to her and her friends twerking on the headlights. All of Yo Gotti's jet looking like wrestlers.
That's new. That's the new crime mob right there.
No, but there was a video I saw yesterday, like the whole crew rapping. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's the new crime mob style
video. Them girls got some bars. One of them is just like a female pooh.
Wait, so Glorilla is a group?
No, it's her.
Okay.
But then,
she her friends.
Yeah,
the gang. She putting the gang on.
She put the gang on. Yeah, and so they had a video.
Shut up.
And it was fun. There's one chick with the blonde. She rapped just like Pooh Shiesty. And I was like, I'm rocking with that.
Yeah, free love that.
No,
that's your type, bro.
Don't let this man fool y'all. Don't come on with that.
That's your type. That's your type.
That's
your type, bro.
That's ratchet.
That's what you like.
No, the fuck.
I'm talking about music. I'm talking about music. I'm talking about music, bro. I'm talking about.
You tripping?
I'm talking about the music. I'm talking about the music. I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking. That's your type of music. That's what you.
And ain't no offense to those that do like that and those that are like that. Just ain't for me. You dig what I'm saying? But clutch it.
Anywho, what's happening to sports, man? It's been a wild couple weeks in sports. Let's go to NBA free agency.
Bag, man. A lot of people getting that bag.
He getting paid.
Big bag.
But I think Dame Lillard just got like 55 and 63 in 2 separate years. Like 2
years.
He got
122.
2 years, 122.
Yeah. That's stupid, bro.
Big bag.
That's stupid.
$122
boys out there making that money. Zion got an extension.
2 years up, that boy gonna get the hell on up out of there too.
He might.
He gonna slide after that. He gonna like, you know what?
Nah, he been there too long, man. He ain't gonna go nowhere.
Watch him. That's why he gave him 2 years instead of 4.
He gave him 2 years.
With an option on the third.
Yeah, but they're gonna be still competing. They still gonna be competing.
They're always competing for 7 AFC.
But he's always competing where they win it though. Because who's going to Portland?
Nobody.
He needs help.
And he ain't going out there. They drafted that nigga.
We'll see what happens though. But I know Zion got an extension. He got a big bag. Ja got a big bag. Jokic, Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine, some more guys. But somebody that definitely fumbled the bag, and we talk about it for a little bit, Miles Bridges, man.
Oh, man.
Miles Bridges was set to make almost max money, which is about $25+ million. If you've seen it in the news, got arrested for pretty much beating on his wife.
Stupid ass.
Fumble the bag, but the same, like,
fumbled his life, first of all.
Your life. You got to put yourself in better situations, man. Like, we talk about that a lot. It's just putting yourself in situations to win. And you 4 days from getting the most money you probably ever seen in your life, most money you probably ever seen in your life. And you make just one wrong decision. And now that opportunity is forever probably gone for him.
And even outside of that.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that money,
outside
man.
Of that, keep your fucking
that too. That too.
Need his ass whooped.
That too. I mean, I'm not avoiding that part because definitely that's just you got to be accountable for that. You shouldn't be doing that in the first place. If that girl pissed you off that bad, you need to walk away. You need to walk away from the situation.
You ain't got no business with her,
or you ain't got no business with her. Yeah, for sure.
Anybody take you that far out your character, but you ain't got no business with them.
We talked about it, we done been there. It's like, whoa, who am I right now? So if this is the person that you with, get gone.
Yeah,
for putting your hands on anybody, but especially somebody you romantic with. Like, that's not cool, bro.
And that's somebody you have a kid with too. And it was a video of like his son pretty much going out and saying, like, recalling like the events of what happened, like him throwing her phone and beating her. And like, for a kid, that's very traumatic, bro. Like, something he gonna remember it for the rest of his life, you know what I'm saying? And that can cause a very like bad habit in kids because, you know what I'm saying, that's what they think a household is like. And we talked about like setting examples and being, being a man and being a role model. We got to do better on that end too.
Yeah, that ain't that shit right there, ain't it?
That shit's not it. That shit is back in the day, whatever. Like, that shit not acceptable. That shit's not, what you should strive to be as a man. If like you said, somebody getting you out your character that much, you need to get off around them people and find you a situation where you can, are able to express yourself in a different way, not just put your hands on somebody.
That point getting driven to at some point is still on you. Facts. You're responsible for your actions, not nobody else. Oh, they pissed me off. They said this. They did that. At the end of the day, you chose to put your hands on them, and now you got to deal with it. and that's on you. Ain't no point of just saying that. She was upset. She said this. So I found out she was doing this, doing that. Leave. Get off. You the one to leave. Leave. What you want to put your hands on for?
Yeah.
Now you done ruin your life, and now you also a fuck nigga.
Yeah, I was just about to say,
nigga, you've
been a fuck nigga, but now you can ruin your life.
Now if you just doing that shit because you think that's the way shit should be going, and that you just a fuck nigga, you need your ass beat for real.
Yeah, hit me, nigga.
Yeah, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go down that route.
Hit me, I promise.
But you know what I'm saying? With that shit, we don't condone that shit here at the Cookbook podcast. Don't put your hands on no females at all. Even if they hit you, just run. Just keep running. They can't catch you. Just keep running.
Man.
Because then if she keep chasing, then you can press charges. But we ain't going to get in the legal facts. But we're going to shift from the NBA to the NFL. You know, sponsored by Little Caesars. Shout out to the Hot and Ready.
Yes, sir.
But,
pizza.
But hey, shout out to Baker Mayfield and the Carolina Panthers. Baker finally has a home.
And somebody about to retire. Robbie Anderson said, if they trade for Baker Mayfield, I am done playing the sport of football altogether.
Done with him.
It was a rumor. That nigga put a comment and said no. He want the world to know I'm not playing with Baker Mayfield.
Wait, did he really say that?
Yes. On multiple occasions, bro. He not just once. He reiterated himself and said, that was me. I said that.
Boy, oh boy. That's
not going.
Well, yeah, he was traded for a 5th round pick. And I believe it was
Panthers.
Bag of chips. Come on. But hey, it was some sweet heat chips though. It was some sweet heats. And you don't get no sweet heats.
That purple bag of Doritos, I guess.
Niggas put some Frito, plain Frito.
Hell no.
But they did split up some of the cap hits. So I know Cleveland took most of it. They said they ready to get that boy off his hands.
Yeah. He was going to point shave for sure. They put him in that game. He was going to point shave.
He point shave for half the year playing with a broke arm.
You ain't lying.
I want some credit because he played with the fuck. Man, I'm on here bullshit.
Well, I told you, he would have been traded if he would have sat down. But no, you Baker. You bad. You had a whole dislocated shoulder and you still want to play. So that on top of your cap hit, and that, the owners basically called him childish. That's a little tough to get past. But happy for him. Hope he's competing against Sam Darnold, so that won't be too hard of a job.
Who else over there? Cam over there too, ain't he still?
No.
He ain't. Cam. Who else the other quarterback over there?
Matt Corral.
Where is Cam?
Nowhere. At the
on some other podcast, we need to try to get him on this one.
No, he got his own. He'd be straight.
Okay. So get him on this motherfucker.
No, and I just want to hit a cigar.
He from your city? He from your
hit
city?
Him up. Pull up on.
He's not from my city, man.
He's from your city, bro. You know that. Okay, here we go.
I'm from the south side, Cam. Well, I guess, south.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. From your area.
Cam with Westlake, man. We don't fuck with
Oh.
them.
Well, keep your beef off the Cookbook podcast, okay? We need that.
Just little sports. Just little sports rivalry, man.
I understand that.
And it may not even still be, but,
I hope Cam gets a shot.
Sure
even he said that he wasn't prepared going back to Carolina because he was like, I wasn't familiar with the system. I just knew, how to get around the stadium. And I wasn't set up for success because most positions, you could kind of show up for a week and do something, but not playing quarterback.
I think, yes.
Cam got back. They said, get a nigga the ball.
But for real deal, bro, they need to use Cam. They need to use Cam as a gadget player, bro. Use him as a gadget player, bro. Use him as a gadget player. Goal line. That's what I'm saying. Use him as a gadget player, bro. But he got to want to do that too. But
exactly, he don't want to do that.
But nobody want to take them hits.
Like nigga,
nobody want to take them hits, bro.
Won a Heisman.
We blocking on damn DNs.
If you were a former Heisman winner, national champion twice because the JUCO and FBS level, NFL MVP. Do you want to be a gadget player?
Hell no.
No, you want a real opportunity to play. And I think he still can still do that.
Yeah.
He just has to be in the right situation. I'm not saying somebody's going to get hurt, but it would kind of be like that right now.
Yeah, I hate when guys try to prolong their careers, bro. Because it's just, especially when
you get the fucking up your legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. We know what you are, bro. Don't fuck it up for us, bro. Like we don't want to see you out there fucking struggling, throwing balls into the dirt and shit.
And I think that's where Cam is though. Like he says, he can still play, he can still produce.
Cam is a backup quarterback right now.
Yeah,
Cam is a backup quarterback
for sure.
I mean, we gotta see. Give him a full off season.
I think he's a backup quarterback, bro. Honestly,
I don't think he have 3 off seasons. Cam backup.
Backup behind who?
Name it. Backup.
Everybody.
Backup is backup.
I mean,
a lot of them. Shit.
The nigga try to get a game to tell nigga back up. That's what that nigga is right now, bro.
Teams, I don't
back
know.
Up, bro.
I can't.
Ain't too. I mean, he can play for the Seahawks.
Mills. He can play for the Seahawks.
I don't know. Davis Mills played pretty good though. Towards the end of the season, he played
pretty
young.
Good. Is Davis young?
Yeah.
Young dude?
Yeah.
You got him beat right there. Then if he's close and he's young,
that's what I'm saying. Davis
Smith.
Mills got. Geno Smith ain't gonna be the starter though.
Yeah, he a backup.
It's him or Drew Lock.
Drew Lock gonna be the starter. I said Seahawks.
We talk. Look, at the end of the day, we talking about backup quality quarterback.
Yeah, we talk about him beating out the backups.
I say go up there and start.
Backing nah, man.
He start. He probably started for 3 games.
Yeah,
at least give him a shot.
Gadget player.
Speaking of quarterbacks, shout out to that boy Zach Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not necessarily a shout out, but you know,
What he do?
So, recently, I mean, actually today, you know, this is report got hot about an hour ago.
This breaking news.
This breaking news, hot off the presses.
Breaking news.
So, Zach Wilson's ex-girlfriend has started dating Zach's former BFF and college teammate.
Oh no!
Washington Commanders wide receiver Dax Milne, I believe that's how it's pronounced. So, social media was going in on him, calling her a homie hopper, all type of stuff. You know what would be expected.
Right.
Well, his ex-girlfriend put the reason out why they broke up. She said Zach was sleeping with his mom's best friend.
I mean, I thought that was going somewhere else. So, you know,
hey, plot twist.
That's not
shout out my nigga Zach.
Shout out my nigga Will.
Yeah, man.
Gucci.
Hey, shout out my nigga Zach. Man. Go ahead.
His mom's best friend.
I'm pretty
because infidelity is
he probably been watching Mom's Best Friend for a minute.
But I was just about to say, bro, we probably all grew up. It's probably everybody got their mama friend that they be like, dang.
Shit, me?
You don't?
No.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
Okay, not necessarily
teachers and shit.
Friend,
you know what I'm saying? Teachers.
Yeah, there was something.
At this age, they look.
No, I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about you was young, bro.
Yeah, but we talking about right now. He hit that right now, didn't he?
Oh, she probably straight right now. I don't know what she look like.
Depending on how old his mama is, because mom, he's
probably a bit of 50. Man, she probably a bit of 50.
His mom could be in her 40s.
You know what? We got the internet. We can get down to the bottom of it.
You finna look up this man Baba while we
recording, bro. Who ain't she right now?
Oh, shit.
I don't want to see how old she is, brother.
I mean, but you know, but outside the infidelity part, that's not cool. You know, don't be out here cheating. But you know, if he was single, it's all good. But yeah, that's quite the plot twist. Because we're like, okay, he did that. Yeah, it's okay. But, you know, just, and that's kind of thing that looks a little shady because it's his friend, his former friend. That's what he went to. So was there always something? Was this for
so it was a friend's?
Yeah. No, like the guy she's with now went to BYU. Yeah, played receiver.
Mm-hmm. He more in the wrong than anybody else involved. I mean, him and Zach about on the same level, but Zach.
Yeah, you if you got a thing for your homie girl, bro, yeah, it's a conversation.
That's not your homie. That's not your homie.
I mean, no, I think
that ain't your.
You're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But if you got that much conviction to do that shit, but then just talk to your homie about it. Don't
you let that nigga know we ain't homies. I want your girl, bro, and y'all. Just
you can do that too.
Like, and it says they're not friends anymore.
Give me the opportunity to slap shit out your face. You know what I'm saying? Just give me that chance real quick before you go up doing the lame shit. Crazy.
I mean, that's that. But if they said, like you said, they weren't friends. That was ex-friends, so they weren't friends anymore.
Okay, well, I mean,
same time, that can't be the first person you go to. Though. Like, God damn.
She can do that shit.
I mean, you never had some ex and got some friends you like. No, that's just me. Right, that's my.
I mean, you know, they be pretty, but
it's old. Just old. We talking old.
But I never. You know what I'm saying? You know, it be some of them. It be some of them. I done been parties.
Oh, Zach Wilson mom look young though.
Yes, she do.
That's what I'm saying. He's like 22, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. She might be like 42.
So Mondu's friends
45.
Mondu's friends probably straight. They been straight. He been watching them for a long time.
45. That's a prime.
Mm-hmm. Heard that cougar growl. That cougar growl.
She gonna put them claws in you.
Hey, young boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man.
We're going to go on past this one before we get in trouble. Let's get to the news.
Getting a little spicy in this motherfucker.
There's be some other conversations coming out of this one.
Getting emails and shit. Kyle can be like, look, we got to cut all that shit. Whole conversation.
This is not good.
Yeah. All right. So we're in the news. So Ghislaine Maxwell, that's the names right there.
Names on this book.
She was sentenced to 20 years for sex trafficking of minors. If you're not familiar, she was basically the planner and secretary for Harvey Weinstein. Notes a lot of crimes he committed. And so she received 20 years. And so a lot of the backlash coming out right now. Yep. One, need more time than that because this went on for decades. Two, where are the charges for the client list? Because apparently,
the
client list.
That's what got the killed.
It would shut down most of the world because the names that are on this list.
Lock them up.
They're not gonna release that shit, bro. There's no
going to jail.
As much as it's going to shut down governments, NATO, all that because it's talking government officials, celebrities. That's why I said I don't care. I'm strapped up. I'm strapped up. Run the purge. Come on,
that boy killed, man.
No, I'm saying purge the system. Like purge that system.
Himself.
Oh no, because the collapse in government that would happen from this is going to cause an actual purge. Like it's going to be that type of society. So strap up.
Purge it.
If they drop this list, strap up.
It would be crazy.
Whole lot 225.
It would just expose the. Half of them we probably already know is on bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Probably just other bullshit. We just didn't know it was to this extent, but they never gonna release that shit, bro. We never gonna see it.
No.
We never gonna see that shit. That's quite literally what got that man killed, bro. He did not kill himself. That's what got him killed.
All right. So speaking of another sentencing, Mr. Robert Kelly, also known as R. Kelly,
also known as Robert,
also known as Nasty Bastard. Was sentenced to 30 years for his sex crimes as well as far as sex trafficking and manipulation and so on and so forth.
He thought that time in the closet was something. We about to find out. Damn.
Ooh, he finna live in the closet.
He's about to be in trouble.
Nah, he broke out. Y'all ain't hear that?
Bro, shut up.
He escaped, man. He had a spoon. He done
that shit was funny as hell,
escaped.
It's not Shawshank Redemption, man.
Nah, this is Prison Break. He already had it. He had some people. There was some 40-year-old ladies from the outside came.
R. Kelly can't read well enough. R. Kelly can't read well enough.
He cannot. But no, that's the crazy thing. When
certain level of ventilate that shit gonna require. He ain't got it.
That's the crazy thing though. When you see how many people, mainly women, still out here defending him. And yes, there's a lot of blame to go around because there's a lot of parents who I also believe should be held responsible for the way they basically pimped out their kids for money or a chance at stardom. But that opportunity wouldn't be there if he wasn't out here doing what he was doing. So yes, the majority of the blame is on him, and we're not gonna absolve him from that at all. Yes, with these parents, there needs to be some conversations had to make them asses whipped.
So, did you see the report on Twitter? It was like these parents came out and said, or the report came out and said parents were teaching their daughters, teenage daughters, young daughters, how to seduce R. Kelly.
Yes, and they should be taught how to properly take an ass whipping because that's what they're going to get.
Facts.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Because you saw it as hell.
Insane, bro.
But it's not shocking, to be honest with you.
And
what's crazy is that let you know to what degree they knew R. Kelly was into young girls, bro. That's crazy. R. Kelly ass need to be in there the rest of his life.
And
he escaped, bro. Man's on the loose. He's on the loose right now.
But on the real tip, just in our community, there's a lot of predators walking around because people don't want to hold them accountable to give them a pass. And you see now, people are giving him a pass for the many of women that he's hurt over decades.
And I ain't even
because he makes good music. No. On
the predator shit in our community, I'm not even gonna go too far off in it, but I'll be watching this when y'all get a chance. It's this show called this YouTube series called The Soft White Underbelly, I think it is. But he just be interviewing random people, all kind of people, like, you know what I'm saying, from skinheads to gangbangers in LA. So of course I'm watching more often. I'm watching the black folks, you know what I'm saying? But you'd be surprised how many black men in our community have dealt with shit themselves and they never speak about it and then they manifest and turn into other shit, bro. That shit is awful and it's sad when you see these grown ass men talking about that shit and they just shrug it off like, yeah, and they ain't never tell nobody. It might have happened to them 4, 5, 6 times, bro. Never told nobody, never. So of course you ain't never tell nobody, you ain't never got nothing done. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never talked to nobody professional about it. And not just that, the motherfucker that responsible for it, they never had nothing done to them. Exactly. And I've seen it personally how that shit can affect like one child to another child to another child, bro. That shit is terrible, bro. And that shit, I don't even know where to begin with, like,
and then also
stopping that shit, but it's awful.
There's some families who either deny it or continue to enable enable somebody and like I said, never hold anybody accountable because they fear the shame that's going to come from it. No, you should be ashamed for letting this happen and not giving somebody the proper help.
Somebody that you are 100% responsible for protecting.
All because that's family.
Because you're embarrassed of some shit.
Obviously, them being family didn't matter enough to them.
Yeah, bro, so I honestly had never thought about it until I watched one of the guys. He was talking about how, naturally, like if a woman, with the kind of damage that can do to women and how it makes them look at men and deal with men throughout the rest of their life. It never, for whatever reason, never occurred to me that men, when that shit happened to young kids, they have the same issues. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the dudes was talking about like he didn't let men get close to him. He didn't like men being around him. Like certain shit he wouldn't let men help him with because of that shit. Like all that, like it's just sad, bro. Watching like talk about what that manifested and seeing how that manifested in their life. Man, that's shit crazy.
And not even just that point, not just the the male abuse, but then also it's a little not just taboo, but it doesn't get taken seriously or viewed the same as when
I know where you're going.
Women
same thing.
Abuse young boys.
Still raping.
It's seen as a badge of honor or something like that. Or that little boy, that's my little boyfriend. No, because if that was a grown man saying somebody's daughter was his little girlfriend, everybody gonna stomp him out.
They be ready to beat his ass, for sure.
So we gotta look at the cycle of abuse from both sides and hold everybody accountable. And not let just societal pressures and viewpoints determine who we gonna hold responsible. Because we see the teachers come up all the time. Teachers coming up, but if but like I don't play that shit. If a woman says, "Oh, that's my little," like I got nephews. That's my little. Oh, that's my little boyfriend.
No, you ain't.
Grown ass on.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit not funny. That shit not cool.
Don't do it. Don't do it, bloodbath. Don't do it, bloodbath.
I can pull back a little bit in too far, but maybe want to throw some hands. But speaking of throwing hands, there was a 60-person brawl on a Carnival cruise line.
That's what I'm talking about.
That started with some significant others being upset about a threesome that occurred on the boat. Now, I've been on one cruise, and it was a cruise line that this happened on. I'm not going to say the name because, I don't want us to get that bad publicity, but had a good time.
It was lit.
It was lit, but this this brawl went on for hours and actually needed the Coast Guard to come to the boat to stop it. It went on from floor to floor. All of the crew, everyone was in their white and they linen.
Oh, they were getting their shit in.
Bro, I don't know how you fight.
If you had an issue, that shit was more than just the original issue. That was after a while they just talking motherfuckers just hitting motherfuckers.
No, but just think about it because
ain't no way you fight for 60 minutes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm not fighting for 5 minutes. Fuck that. I'm not.
Shit tired.
I mean, because apparently it happened.
Tag somebody in. Your turn. Go get his ass.
That's what was going on.
It happened like the alleged threesome was with nobody's significant others, and all the people that were in them had significant others.
Oh, okay.
The cruise I went on, and I can easily understand how 60 people get involved because my group, it was a family trip, it was a large group. There were like multiple family reunions
that
on
makes
the cruise.
sense. Okay. So it's like three families getting into it.
Yeah. You got enough people to just hop in. You got enough people to be pulling people apart, breaking it up, and still have 60
For sure.
people.
Because it's some family that was in the room when the shit originally.
Yeah, they ain't see that shit. But at some point, ass whooping, it's enough of an ass whooping at some point.
Look,
I guess. I don't know.
If you on a cruise and your sister come tell you somebody slapped you out an hour ago, boy, you get out that room, you getting
yeah.
You get out your sleep.
That's true. That's true. Hey, listen. Right. But I'm saying, if I was fighting at the beginning, at some point, that shit got to be enough for me.
No, somebody else gonna take over. And guess what? Now I got my breath back. I'm mad again. You didn't hit my brother. Now I'm back in there.
And we mama's probably getting pushed around.
I did see some mamas in there.
Ever say somebody mama got hit, that's gonna ignite the fire all over
right over again.
Mama, grandmama.
That's bad enough to have the shit going on the next day. Like, boy, you pushed my mama yesterday. I remember that.
It's on site every time for sure.
Until the cruise over with, they're gonna have to take me.
The National Guard of the water had to pull up. Yeah, they had to call the army to the boat.
That ain't good.
Because ain't no security, can't no police come.
Say, sit down. All right, bullshit. Y'all ass down. Wasting my time today.
But yeah, no, if you're gonna have a threesome, if you're gonna have a threesome,
make it orgy. Get everybody.
That shit must have been a banger. That shit must have been a banger. You and me. That shit must have been
be single. Do your threesome single, or if it's your lady, y'all get down like that. Bring somebody up, but don't just break off.
Matter of fact, you gotta know. Your folks gotta let your folks know what you want. If y'all on that kind of shit, they ought to know y'all on that kind of shit, bro. You shouldn't just be out here doing that kind of shit. Going rogue on a cruise, having a fucking threesome. Fuck your problem.
Yeah, all of y'all
on a boat.
On the boat.
Right here together. You can't even hide far. Yeah.
You're gonna see each other every day.
Exactly. Your chances of bumping into that person are extremely high.
And the little hallways through like the little. First of all, I don't know what kind of suite they had. What kind of suite they had?
Listen, if you don't
the beds ain't big enough to have no three.
They are not.
If you don't really went in there and did your shit, listen, bro, they're gonna be on your ass too. They trying to run it back.
Yeah.
See you with your lady. That's
she's the dude. See this girl looking at this dude.
Well, they staring at you with the eyes, and they know the eyes.
They look at you.
Yeah, it's grass then. Whole cruise over with, ruined. Now you know what we got on our hands? A 60-person fight for an hour
60
long.
minutes.
Now we got
fucking WWE event.
Royal Rumble
WWE got to step their shit up, man. You can't be. I gotta put all niggas on the put the whole roster on the cruise.
Yeah,
shit. You see what Vince out here doing? Vince man, a wild boy.
Vince out there tricking.
Vince, 16 million.
Vince said they better get it back in blood.
Vince out here cutting them checks.
Vince out there cutting checks, bro.
Vince out there, because the more reports came out, he been doing this for decades and spent over 16 million in hush money.
And please don't tell nobody.
How much harassment you doing? You paying 16 mil?
Is it harassment? I mean, it's harassment.
It's harassment.
They gonna take advantage of it for sure.
It's technically harassment because they're his employees that he's messing with.
Yeah. Correct.
So it's position of power.
Is it harassment though?
Yes, that's what sexual harassment, because they work together and he's a supervisor, higher up.
I didn't know that.
That makes it sexual harassment.
Damn, I don't know that. Even if they actually get involved, even if they with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
I need to get on my shit, learn something.
Hey, don't fuck around. That fuck around.
No fuck around with that fuck around.
So that's why he's at work having to cut checks, sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, all that good stuff. But yeah.
Gotta open up that bag.
Speaking of the bag.
Go get that bag.
Elon Musk, who stayed in some news about something, either from having 9 kids or
I didn't know that, boy.
With his executives.
Shit. Elon been popping shit.
With his coworkers though, that's crazy.
That's sexual harassment, goddammit. What were you talking about?
Shit, they just had twins.
But listen.
So he's at 9, but actually his deal with Twitter fell through. Now we don't know the specifics of why.
Card climb.
Check down.
Card climb. Anyway.
He's like, hold on, I need to have all the money right now. Ain't no payment plan. Like, you can't put no payment plan on Twitter.
Put it on credit. Put it on credit.
Sit right out you.
Got Twitter on layaway. Nah, APR is too high right now, man. You can't finance Twitter. No, man, it's crazy.
I don't think Elon Ass was ever really trying to buy Twitter, bro. I don't know what he was on. I can't say what he was on, but I don't think he was ever serious.
I think he was just a flex though. Like he's like, I can buy this motherfucker if I want to. Yeah, I'll scare y'all out.
And then they like, fuck it, buy it in. He like,
go ahead. I bullshit. I bullshit.
You know, I don't fuck with y'all. I just want y'all to know.
I think Twitter needs to sell it to the community, man. The Twitter community in the whole, we keep the app going. We keep the app popping. It should just be sold to us.
It's a publicly traded company. So we can.
Yeah, they should just give it to you. When you sign up, just give you something.
Give you a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, he go a little bit Twitter.
Shit, me, boy. I have 1,000 bot accounts.
You know how many accounts I have?
Boy, I have 1,000 accounts. Boy, I be eating out here.
Nah, they'll verify it. You're going to get one account. They'll verify you.
Mm-hmm. Man, it's what somebody need to verify. I'm tired of talking about Joe. Oh, sleepy Joe, man.
Damn.
Other week he fell off the bike.
Joe done finagled the nation, man.
Now he says, in quote, while reading the teleprompter. And it's so bad because that overshadows what he was talking about, which is him signing an executive order to protect abortion rights.
Mm-hmm.
And most people didn't even realize that, but no, because he said, in quote, he
also said
the quote.
I would say he also said, say it again.
Say what now?
It was a part he was supposed to repeat like a big stat or something like that. And he said like read it again or some shit.
Girl.
Say what now? Cause he up there like somebody else say what now? I wasn't supposed to read that part. I know. Well, they know it's over now. The quote over now.
Joe live recording days need to be done. That should be over.
Joe need to do that shit. Yeah,
pre-record, Kyle, he needs you.
Yeah, for sure.
He needs you.
Yes, we're gonna plug Even Odds Media to the United States government because Joe just ain't it.
Joe,
I know. And
we're gonna have a whole lot of.
I ain't even into politics. No. Where's she at? I know she's somewhere waiting on Joe ass.
Yeah, Kamala got it. Yeah, what the fuck?
She plotting.
Step in.
Where's she at?
Right, she was right there just.
Somewhere skiing.
You did it, Joe.
Hey.
She doing what? Skiing.
Hey. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
My bad, brother Maze. And to all the AKAs out there. I don't want y'all in my inbox.
Because there's too many of them.
There's fucking right.
Too many of them.
Fucking right. No parts of that shit.
No smoke.
I mean, maybe you do, but
some parts of it. Some parts.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to the K's.
You talking about?
But yeah, Joe, somebody get him some help.
Yeah, man.
He just needs to stop. He need to NFT, a virtual assistant. Something. That shit that I guess the last time the Mandela Effect, whatever happened with the university, that shit hit Joe the worst. He aged 15 years. I'm telling you, between Obama term ended and his term started, man, that man aged 30 years, bro. He was the coolest man. All right. He stopped doing something. That's what it was. Whatever you was doing, Joe.
Sudoku.
Start back doing something.
Start going back playing Sudoku. Keep your brain sharp. Those old folks play crossword puzzles, word search, and Sudoku.
And Diet Coke. I tell everybody, hey, look, show me a black man or black woman under 30 years old that drink Diet Coke, and I'll show you a black man or black woman that was raised by their grandma. I guarantee you that.
No, you don't want the sugar in there. Don't drink all that sugar. Get that Diet Coke out of there.
Spend a lot of time with Granny.
And some boiled peanuts.
Yes, sir. Oh, boiled peanuts slap. Don't try it. Slap.
Oh, no, they do.
Oh, okay. Just making sure
I was saying some boiled peanuts go with a Coke. That's what it go with.
Oh, yeah. I ain't never heard that before.
Making some salmon pancakes.
Yeah, go with a Coke.
Facts. They will do that too. Fried green tomatoes and shit, all that good shit.
Old ass niggas, man.
Boy, you finna maybe call my granny.
Country,
I know
man.
you doing. What's wrong with the country?
Nothing wrong with the country.
Oh yeah, because KD said he ate some rabbit for the first time this weekend.
Yeah, I did, man. I had some rabbit. Yes, bro. It was made in like a chicken pot pie style. It had like a little puff pastry with a little mushroom cream sauce, some other vegetables in there. Vegetables.
But some vegetables. He in his bag. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna play with y'all today.
And I had some Tennessee smoked quail, but I ain't never had no quail before in my life. But I cut into that motherfucker. I ate it, but that shit was on point, bro.
You finna make me go pick up my shotgun right now.
That's what I'm saying. I said I'm gonna shoot after this. I bring it home.
The duck and the quail.
Shit, you tell me.
Oh, duck is closer to red meat than like chicken.
I'm talking about the actual animal. What's the difference?
Oh, you tell me.
If you look at it, could you tell?
Obviously,
you can definitely tell.
What the fuck quail look like?
Yeah.
Niggas said you could tell. Look, niggas said you could tell. Niggas told me what a quail look like.
I'm trying to make sure. You remember Doug Funny when he was Quail Man, had the little shit on his head with the belt? Facts. That's a quail. But it's a falcon, okay. Not the belt.
Shit, quail be hitting.
No, quail.
I never had it before.
Cal, put in the picture of the quail, man. Quail be hitting.
I never had it before.
Quail.
Hey.
There you go right there. You know what a quail look like? That's what it look like.
No, it's fine. But some fried rabbit smothered in gravy. Good eating. So yeah, this season I'm gonna get back.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna eat rabbit again. I told myself the whole time while I was eating it was chicken pot pie. So
you trick yourself. It's rabbit. That's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
So free yourself. The worst kind of lie is the one you tell yourself.
Free your mind. Expand your horizons, my brother. Open your.
I did.
Third eye.
What's that shit called? The pineal gland.
Pineal. Pituitary?
Go on to that.
We don't stop that one.
Yeah, get on out of here.
But also in news, Brittany Griner pled guilty to basically drug smuggling, it was just a pen, but it was full charges over there because it is fully illegal in Russia. So he said she pled guilty to help with the negotiations and
they're trying to do prisoner for prisoner swap. I think that's what I heard.
Yeah, but it's just the prisoner that Russia wants. No, we definitely want Brittany Griner to get home.
And Russia don't want no basketball player. I bet you that.
Bro, we support her getting home, man. All that. Yeah. But the dude that they want, they basically want Baron Zemo back.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
This dude is like the guy.
They gotta give us 2 first round picks. They gotta give us 2 first round picks or something.
This dude is that dude in Russia.
We need that Kevin Durant haul, man. We need 2 first round picks. We need 4 more people.
Yes, sir.
That motherfucker out. Fuck that.
Heavily convicted arms dealers. So, and that's what a lot of people aren't realizing or are aware of. So it's not like the United States isn't trying to.
Yeah, but Russia definitely plotted on it for sure.
Yeah,
I saw some shit that said, and I don't know how true this is, so we had to fact check. I didn't fact check it, but tweet short. It was like, she was like some kind of journalist. She was like, people forget that Joe Biden told all Americans to get out of Russia like January 11th or some shit like that. Some shit like that. I remember that. She was arrested supposedly like January 17th or some shit like that.
No, because the war had actually started. Like the war with Ukraine had already started when she was leaving because some people were going back. And she was like trying to fly out. That's my thing. I don't understand why you trying to fly out with it. I'm throwing that away at a McDonald's.
She's trying to sit on the street in the airport.
Like, Brittany, you come back. We can get you in touch with some folk. I ain't got it.
It's a long flight.
I don't have the pack. But there's
some people that can be supplied.
I just had to put that disclaimer out there. We can send you to the legal states to have that pack
for sure.
But
allegedly,
no, some places illegal. California, Oklahoma, Florida, Michigan.
She was trying to get geeked on that flight back, man. That's what that was.
I know it was a long flight. Just get drunk. Yeah,
some people like smoking.
So you gotta read the room. Gotta know what's going on in your.
You do gotta read that world.
Read the world, baby. This is not the people you need to fuck with right now.
Yeah. But she looked good. She did look good though, as far as like body and stuff. So obviously, they not. Hopefully, they're not doing anything to her to harm her. And we do want to
He's speaking as well as physical well-being. Like, come on, man.
I caught on. He did.
You
drug it out a little bit.
I said she looked good, like as in she
was healthy, she was safe.
Yeah,
a lot of people were worried because they hadn't seen her in a long time. So
exactly. So I just want to. Yeah, that's all I was saying.
Like the old folks say. Like the old folks said, I won't put eyes on you.
Exactly.
I feel that.
And I'm glad she's able. I hope she's able to talk to her family, and get more. And hopefully, this will end sooner than later. Because I couldn't even imagine trying to be over there in Russia prisons. I turn to Boyka for fucking kickboxing and shit.
Yeah, boy.
But speaking of flights, so last week, these pilots is mad about something.
Yeah,
they ain't getting that money.
The Delta pilots, and there's another viral message going around. If you make some middle-aged white man protest, you done fucked up.
You done fucked up, for sure.
Because usually everything be straight for them, but they was outside Delta marching in Atlanta. Flights delayed everywhere. They're like, nope, we ain't gonna do it.
I don't know about marching. It was a slow walk. It was a nice communal walk. But The point was felt, I suppose.
a little strong.
There wasn't no planes in there. How about that?
They know how to march.
There wasn't no planes in there. We're gonna leave it at that. All right.
He said they gentrified marching.
They were strolling.
Strolling.
We're not marching. We're stomping. Okay.
Parading.
So
we're stomping until you guys get this shit right.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm a man. I'm 40. Okay.
I'm 40. You come talk to me. Don't talk about the kids. Come talk to me.
Talk to me.
I'm a man. All right.
Oh man.
We spent enough time on current events. We're gonna move on, man. So this is another weekly segment. Once again, is what's on your plate. Free bands. What's on your plate this week, man?
Listen, man. Chick-Fil-A ain't never had no fucking K in it.
It does now.
No, it don't. It ain't never had one. But
Look it up right. Look it up right now.
All right. So to apply a little context.
When I ride past a Chick-Fil-A sign out here and that shit got a K on it, y'all better check on me. Listen, I'm telling you, bro. I ain't fucking with it. Something ain't right.
So to apply a little context to what he's saying most recently CERN, who has like the largest hadron collider, pretty much smashing atoms together to create all this energy. It's a lot of conspiracy theories about them opening portals to different worlds and doing different things like that. But this happened also 2012, and it caused a lot of the Mandela Effect, which is like you perceive things two different ways. Like a large group of people think that Mandela died in a prison. Some people think he died outside of prison. And that's kind of where the Mandela Effect started. So the most recent ones that came out is if Chick-fil-A ends with like the chick part has a C in it, or is it just spelled regular like CK? And it's kind of been popping up. I check a lot of my old text messages and I always spell it CHIC.
Because it ain't never had no fucking K in it.
It does.
But
now.
if you look it up now, I need an
official announcement. From
I'm gonna type Chick-fil-A name.
If you look up the website, it's spelled CHICK.
Nah, player, I ain't going for it.
Hey man, welcome to the new timeline.
Not I said the cat. She's me.
Yeah, if y'all ain't looked it up, just go to look up CERN on Twitter searches, or to look it up on YouTube or something like that. You'll see a lot of information.
What you say, the Hypnotiq bottle changed or something like that?
Yeah, the Hypnotiq bottle. You said Hypnotiq always had a Y in it. They said don't have a Y in it no more.
It's HP.
So what? Time out. Hold on.
And from fella like Maze, we know that he fella that had plenty bouts with Hypnotiq.
So however you spell Hypnotiq,
no, I mean incredible whole time head.
There's not a Y in Hypnotiq now as well. It's probably another list of stuff. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But there's a whole bunch of new Mandela effects.
No, bro, hold up.
Yeah. It's crazy right now.
Look at May's
face. Yeah, he is distraught.
You fucking lying to me.
No.
Cause I don't even pronounce right.
HP Notic.
HP Notic. Drink name change. I gotta find it. They got sued something.
I'm trying. I don't see any new ones. Right. I don't see the most recent video for today or something from today. But there has. If you look on Twitter or whatever, you'll find them though.
Cause somebody from I'm doing a Google search right now because I'm distraught. Yeah. But like someone on Reddit said, I worked in a liquor store for years and it did have a Y in it at one time. People saying they remember the Y. If that's the case, these scientists need to leave some shit alone. Okay,
fucking up the multiverse.
I'm happy where I'm at. Yeah, we have too many movies. Hold on for you. There's too many movies. Just like goddamn Jurassic Park. See, if we bring dinosaurs back, we'll see what's gonna happen. We have multiple movies about multiverses. We split up for a goddamn reason. Leave some shit alone, because you're finna bring over some motherfuckers we can't fuck with.
Think about this though, bro. If that were to all be, true and real and shit, that would just be the most noticeable shit that changed. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling. God knows what else would have really changed.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's just the most. We just talking about signs and names and shit. You dig what I'm saying? Like that ain't nothing in the grand scheme of things. That ain't shit.
What caused that to happen?
Imagine what else really, really changed that matters. You know what I'm saying?
Change my bank account.
Imagine we fucked around and looked up one day and there were completely different faces on our money, bro. I would freak out. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
put me in a straight jacket. Like, if the faces on our money were different, if you just looked up on there, you pull 100 out your wallet.
And everybody was like, no, this is how it's always been. Like, fuck no.
And somebody trying to tell me that's how it's always been.
Put my billfold.
Put your hands up. Somebody tell me that's how it's always been. Put your hands up. Can we fight?
If you ain't never heard about CERN or Mandela effects, and I know some people
don't do it.
Look it up.
You saw them folks that had like evidence in a book that somebody wrote at some point in time.
Yeah.
Like, they really thought Nelson Mandela died in jail in like 1980 something or some shit like that.
And that came out, and then they say he
long
died
before
like
he actually died.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
See, I'm like my old folk. I'm just leaving alone.
I mean, educate yourself, man. If you're curious, educate yourself. There's a lot of videos. You can't believe everything you see, obviously, but if you're curious one night, you know what I'm saying, just go down that rabbit hole and learn something. That's all I say. Do your own research.
Take your mental
enlighten yourself. Enlighten yourself.
KD,
what's up, man?
Since you want to enlighten yourself, enlighten us on what you got on your plate this week.
Yeah, man. So, I always like to do my Twitter scrolling and find some topic to talk about. So there was this tweet that was sent out and it caught my eye. It says, and I quote, "Stop dating broke men. Stop helping struggling men. Stop loving men at their lowest. Stop feeling pity for men who can't make a living for themselves, and men never look back after finding themselves." And I honestly, I'm tired of that narrative of, always shaming men and coming after men. Men I think we be minding our own business, and people just come out of this because it's the thing to do.
It's easy,
but yeah, it's easy to do. It's the low hanging fruit. Nobody's perfect in this world, but that just really upsets me that people have that narrative about men. But on the flip side of it, when a woman is in that same position, a man is supposed to be able to take on that responsibility of getting her to a certain point in her life and still maintaining it. That's the expectations. That's not my expectation. That's not me.
Bullshit.
That's a common expectation.
My camera. I want y'all to know.
I'm an uncommon
motherfucker. Aaron Freeman ain't going for nothing. Y'all wouldn't go from fucking me. You hear me?
For sure. Hey, listen, I'm with
you. Because I don't mind, taking the lead and doing, being what a man's supposed to be. But
be a mirror.
You're gonna come in with something. You're gonna
be a mirror. Be a mirror for what it is the fuck you want, goddamn. You want somebody's money, you need to have a certain kind of money yourself, shorty. Don't be no motherfucking McDonald's cashier talking about you want a doctor. Not even talking about you want one. You require a doctor, or you demand a man with certain shit that you do not possess yourself. That shit is insanity. That shit for man or woman. Don't ever be out here trying to require something of the opposite sex that you do not possess yourself, bro. That is crazy. That's stupid.
Mainly just like, you're requiring a lifestyle that you can't live yourself.
That you can't provide yourself. What kind of shit is that?
There's nothing wrong with wanting nice things and wanting to live a nice life. We all want to live comfortably, but if you can't provide it for yourself,
no.
Oh, man, I provide it for you. If you ain't used to it, your damn self.
Come on, man. And if by all means, if you a lady that you could, your shit stink, you got a right to fucking walk around like your shit stink. By all means, be in your shit, be in your bag, pop your shit. And a lot of times, that ain't what the fuck's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Because them ladies often is, I'm not even going to.
They don't talk about that shit.
They ain't out there popping that shit like that. They
don't have to talk about it because you're not even going to approach that woman if you ain't on that level.
And you know the energy, you gonna know. We done all seen a woman, she bad, but I need to leave her the fuck alone. Let me just keep on pushing, goddamn. The bag is way bigger than mine. I can't even know. Let me go.
And not even just on no ego type shit, but it's like generally
just the way she work.
You can't provide what she likes, and nothing wrong with that.
That's
you
okay.
Just get your hustle up, get your game right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then
but don't turn around and pick up your phone and be on Twitter talking about you need a woman that got this and that there, and bro, it's crazy.
I think my biggest problem in it is because like everybody isn't at their final phase of their life yet. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna struggle, but that doesn't. I don't think somebody struggling in life should make them like they can't have love if they struggling financially. Like, I don't think that should be too, like, honest. I mean, you still have to work on yourself and you still have to be, you know what I'm saying, and go after your dreams and stuff like that. But because you don't have any money, that don't mean you can't find love. It can't mean you can't be happy in a relationship.
You can't find love with me.
You are not as a man, this is my personal opinion.
I feel you.
If you are broke, you be broke by yourself, player. You don't need to involve no woman in that. You need to work on that shit and get yourself up out of that shit. Don't expect no woman to hold you down through that shit. That's not her
facts.
And vice versa.
It should be the expectation.
You know,
it shouldn't be the expectation. But I'm saying though, like when somebody's struggling, that doesn't mean I can't talk.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people just need that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's plenty of stories out there. I promise you, if somebody came into a relationship who's willing to support somebody out of the love of that person, and it really changes that person's life. It gets that person back on their feet. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think we should subject people to the quality of their life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people just go through a lot of shit during life, bro, and they just struggling. They need help.
I guess more so what I'm saying is if you are not of certain financial, like if you broke, being in a relationship should be like, that should not be very high on your priority list. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to say that you don't deserve it. You deserve love. For sure, you deserve love and shit, but I don't feel like being in a relationship should be the first thing on your mind, like, or even looking for it. If you happen to, you run into somebody you like and blah, 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 okay, cool. If shit just happened, but you shouldn't be out here broke you should be looking for a job.
And the thing is,
but check this out. So if I got a job, I'm not making a lot of money, but I'm still, you know what I'm saying, trying to improve my life, trying to do better by myself. I'm not to the standard, and that's what I'm talking about. Because it's people like that get mixed up in that bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? It's some people that work that 9 to 5 that may work at McDonald's, and that's all they do.
Go ahead.
I said, but you know what I'm saying, they trying to provide, they trying to do better for their life. They got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I think that in that case, that ties back more to you just got to know who you're dealing with, and you know what I'm saying. Just make sure that your partner know what's going on and shit. I'm talking about the ones that be broke, bro. I'm talking about broke. Like, and you really have no business trying to date nobody as a man with.
If you ain't got shit going on, yes, I understand that. But I'm talking about the people that do got shit going on, but they not at the level of what they should be at.
Between a ain't shit nigga and a nigga that's trying or some shit like that, some shit like that. Like,
and the main thing is that person just ain't for you, ain't really fucking with you for you. I mean, you might not be able to give them the life that they want right now, but you take care of your shit and you know what I mean, a burden on them. All right, cool. There's somebody out there who's gonna fuck with you for you. And at the same time, it's not just financially. A lot of people who go through seasons in their life where they're not well mentally, physically, you know, emotionally, because so many people are out here walking around fucked up with emotional lack of emotional security, lack of mental or emotional like stability. So they don't know who they are in themselves. They're not happy in their career, and there's so many different things that factor into what makes a person happy, whole, and all that. And so you want somebody else to come in and deal with that. It was like, you got shit. Okay, I might not be. Like a person might not be where you want them to be financially, but guess what? You're not emotionally mature enough to even deal with what you really ask.
So it's all tied back to
the things that you want out of a relationship. You don't even realize you're not prepared to give those or to reciprocate that or to accept it or be willing to work through the trials in a relationship. So the financial aspect of either party isn't the end all be all. So there's so many other things to look at.
Exactly. And that's my whole point.
Emotionally, all that shit.
That's my whole point.
If you cannot provide, what is you requiring, man? Just
because if you want to filter about money, then it's a job for that. It's a role that you can play if you want to filter about money. But like the last part says, men never look back after finding themselves. And this is the thing, like, when you own your own, everybody is on their own journeys of finding themselves and really coming. Like, if I find myself and we at that point where we had a disconnect, you can't get mad. Like, I understand you supported me and held me down, but it's the point where, like, listen, we're not connecting no more. A lot of people got to be okay with the disconnect that happens in life, in different relationships and different people that you meet. Like, y'all gonna start to move apart or move closer or whatever. That's life. That happens all the time. But I don't think you can be mad or upset with somebody who is doing better for themselves, even if you were a part of that.
And that's where ego comes into play sometimes, because it's like, oh, I was there for you for this and that. And then even just breakups, realizing that, I want this person to be with me forever, regardless if they're not happy or you guys just really might not be meant to be together, or this was just for this season, just for this time. You gotta be willing to let that go and keep rolling, but not just have, and like, it's one thing if they just leave and it's just that. If they do you wrong, do you dirty, that's one thing. But they're just moving on because y'all ain't working no more, just let that bitterness out of your heart and be happy for that person, even though you're hurting, and just move on. It might take some time, but at the end of the day, you got to have that, not just for them, but for you, because it's heavier on you because you're the one carrying around, constantly thinking about it. When you see them, when things pop up, if you have mutuals, it's going to happen, especially in today's society. So you got to be willing to heal and move on faster for you, so you can live the life you're supposed to live.
And I said, last thing is, when you do something for somebody, you shouldn't expect something back. Like, if you really wanting to do something for somebody, helping them get out of a situation, whatever it is, you shouldn't really expect anything back. They don't owe you, a lot, especially when it comes back. I mean, of course you would want like something back from that person. But like I said, if that gets to a point where this person is back on their feet and they're doing what they want to do, but y'all just don't click, it might be an emotional thing, it might be a physical thing, whatever it is. If y'all just don't click, you got to be willing just to wash your hands with it and move on from the situation.
I got just one last little tidbit on that, man. As I got older, I was always I do shit unconditionally and unconditionally, truthfully. Facts. I just do shit out of the love of my heart, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But I will say as I get older, there is one thing I do expect back, and that is common decency and just respect. You know what I'm saying? That's it. 100%. I don't respect no relationship back from nobody for doing, because that ain't, you know what I'm saying? I don't respect no kind of treatment from nobody, friend, regardless of sex, gender, regardless. If I do something for you, in most cases, you know what I'm saying, I'm just doing it out of the love of my heart. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect nothing. I don't expect nothing back, but decency.
You gonna act like you got some goddamn act right.
For sure. Respect is a non-negotiable for me every time.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure. So yeah, just put it like that. Take it how you want. That's it. Shit do come with something. Guy. I want something.
Yeah. There's some goddamn terms and conditions right now.
It ain't a high price, but I do want something back, goddamn it.
Yeah.
Some gonna have to let up.
For sure. I'm not going for it.
I feel that. I agree with you on that.
All right, man. Oh, right. Shit.
Christoph.
Well, I got on my plate. Had to wet my whistle. We did a lot of talking right there.
It's about to be a good one.
We a little late, but we had to discuss it. I'm two-pronged about this because I understand both sides, but feed them cheering. If you're going to show up with that McDonald's, feed that cheering. Feed them cheering.
Feed the babies.
Because them babies ain't did nothing wrong. Now, if they didn't cuss you a time or two, I would understand. Because some of these silver cap kids be out here wilding. But at the end of the day, they kids, they just want to eat. But at the same time, you shouldn't feel entitled. Like, you shouldn't be forced. You just want to do it because it's a decent thing to do, But the mom's like, you got to? I ain't got to do shit but stay black and die and take care of mine. Yeah. And it's not my responsibility to cover your shit, cover your kids. But I'm going to, because I'm a decent man. I don't want to see no kids suffering, see no kids hungry. Because as much as I wanted to play and say, no, I ain't feeding kids, because the memes and videos was funny. What me and my kid eating while the other kids over there hollering. But, I'm old school, I'm country. I don't even like my friends to tell them they ain't ate or something like that. So some kids who innocent ain't got no way of taking care of themselves, yeah, I'm going to make sure they straight. Yeah. But you're not finna tell me I got to. Not at all. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't even real. It was a skit. That's what I'm hearing. But yeah, you got me fucked up if you think I got to. But I'm going to out the kindness of my heart. And because I'm in the situation I can, because God has blessed me. I come a long way. Like Steve Harvey said, God's blessed me. I'm able to take care of you.
What your ass say?
But your country ass ain't gonna tell me I gotta feed no goddamn.
Nah, man, that shit dead. That shit, I think, I think best case scenario, you like they said, man, that's your child. You can't take them out to eat. You should feed everybody. And not even, I don't care about the mom. I don't care what Mom Duke's got to say.
Oh, because your grown ass ain't gonna eat.
Yeah, it's more so about what it does, the potential, what it could do to the kids' relationships, you know what I'm saying? And they own relationships with their dads and shit. So that's more so
mainly,
about.
I don't want to cause no strife or, between. I ain't got no kids because you won't do baby mamas. But if it wasn't a situation, I wouldn't want the other kids looking at my kid funny and treating them any type of way. Because we've seen other kids who get stuff and the kids who are without, and how they have resentment, towards other kids who are maybe doing better than them or better situations, So at least the most I can do is not try to hurt those kids, because that would hurt them. Seeing one of their other siblings.
Boy, he about to say something stupid right in his face.
Come on, one time, one of my nephew's older sister, she was has a different dad and stuff, and she was trying to figure out, the relation and everything. And she was asking who my mama was, and she asking who I was. And she's like, so who are you to me? And I was just looking in her eyes. I was like, I'm your uncle too.
Yeah.
And just the biggest smile, eyes lit up. And so it's some small thing. It's a kid, it ain't gonna hurt.
The kids ain't dead, man.
Exactly. So, but yeah, feed them babies.
All right.
What was you gonna say?
As a father myself,
happy.
as a co-parent, I'm conflicted on it too. Honestly, I first thought, I was always thinking like, take care of mine. Honestly, that's me. I want to take care of mine. That's not my responsibility. And if I was in a tight financial situation, all I had was the money to take care of mine. Yeah. And that's all I'm expected to do. That's all I will do. I'm gonna do the best I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take myself out of my budget or whatever, out of my financial way to make sure your responsibilities, that the things you chose to do, are taken care of. You know what I'm saying? I just can't agree with that.
Yeah.
On the other end of it, it's just like, I always want to make sure, the person I'm co-parenting with is straight though. I'm saying I want to make sure that they are able to financially, take care of the situation. Because if I'm not around, what are they doing to take care of my child? You know what I'm saying? For sure. That's the other part you got to think about. And I tell people with the baby moms or co-parenting, whatever you want to say, is to, you don't have to be best friends. You don't have to be buddy, but you can make sure the other person is straight. You can make sure that person is mentally well, financially.
You got your child.
That's what I'm saying. When you're not around, that's the person that's having your child. That's the person that's going to influence your child. You know what I'm saying? If you want to really invest in your child, like that's something you have to really think about. It's not about, this is just my baby mama. It comes with a bad stigma. Like you that's the person you stuck with for a very long time. It's not just co-parent. It's not just 18 years. It's longer than that. Parenting takes longer than 18 years. It just don't stop. It takes longer than that. That's somebody you're going to be with for a very long time. So it's important to keep that relationship healthy. One, to show your kids that, you can do, they have a loving household. They know what love is. They know what a parenting is. They have that, I can't think of the word. Pretty cohesion. Much they have that cohesion in the household to where things can be taken care of.
In my bag.
Yeah, I feel you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But,
Kyle, when we do that, put cohesion up here.
Cohesion. Word of the day. Cohesion. But, yeah, man, it's very important to have that aspect of it too. And then, like I said, like for me, I'm not in a situation where multiple kids are around. But I know my mom obviously brought in, my stepdad's son. And, anytime he was around, she cooked for him, make sure he ate food, and nothing that his mom had to do to really, take care of mine. And so I do understand that part. When you're in one household together, I think it's a little bit different versus me having my son. Because that's my number one priority. You know what I'm saying? Sure. But I do understand, like, if you're going to get some McDonald's, like I said, go to Little Caesars, man. Get you a little $5 pizza, man. Throw it in there for the kids. I
think we did. You did a good point. If you broke, bro, and that's all you got, feed your kid.
Yeah. If you broke,
I ain't got it.
If I don't have it, I'm gonna feed my child, and ain't gonna be no talking about it.
It's only a few. It's only a few things I will legit get out my body about. And one of them is my son, and I don't play about that. Like certain situations, I even think about it, and I have to catch myself getting riled. I feel my heart start racing a little bit.
Your face getting a little red right now.
Yeah. That's it's real. That's real. I don't play.
That's the Indian in you.
Yeah, all I got to feed is me and my kid. My only folks eating on my dime is me and my kid.
But listen, that we don't.
Straight
I ain't gonna do no back and forth about mine. That's just what it is. But at the same time, if you do got the ability to help out as much as you can, you know what I'm saying. Sure. If you know she is in a bad situation, I mean, shit, talk to the fathers. What can we do? I mean, talk to the fathers. What can we do to help? That's a man-to-man conversation.
Because
that's a man-to-man.
You have any babies? You have any babies? Take care. First off, take care of them children.
Yeah.
Take care.
Because you ain't a real nigga. You ain't doing this and that. Like, if you ain't out here taking care of what you made, you flop.
Stand up.
It don't take that. If it's three men in that situation, hey, bro. Hey, listen. We ain't got to be, you know what I'm saying, best friends or nothing like that. Let's make sure something in the fridge though. Because when our kids there, let's make sure something in the fridge. That's all.
Somebody got a food stamp card and nothing else.
That's talking about. She had a food stamp card for selling them, but
Ooh.
I mean, it was a skit, right? It's crazy thing is a skit for somebody.
Yeah, it's somebody in real life. Sure. But that's a situation you can easily three men.
Then again, though, she may have needed to sell them food stamps. To be honest with you, be like that sometimes. Just keep it a buck.
Yeah, but instead of men feeling Yeah, instead of men feeling like you adversaries because y'all both had a child by this woman, y'all can just really pitch in together and continue to build a solid foundation and community for that child.
And there are some good like multiple co-parent situations out there. I've seen them. You know, people getting along, having the kids off, or having events for the kids because like it's about the kids. Make sure they're straight.
Just stand up, man. Stand up.
And that's all my piece on it. I wasn't gonna say nothing crazy free.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
we was a little worried. Yeah. KD gets a certain look.
Mine gonna get fed though.
Green, you know.
Mine. No, I ain't gonna. No, I wouldn't even know type shit like that. But
no, kids.
Yeah,
baby moms.
All right.
Yeah, on the baby mom other side though, she got some. You know, she got to figure out some shit.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, for sure.
Get your shit together.
Do better.
If my shit together, then you need to be making some steps. Like we just said, you know. Trying to get your shit together.
Do better. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, starting to get towards the end of this episode. But before we do that, we got an online order. This week, one of our fans wants to know, how do we like our steaks? And what do we think the best way a steak should be prepared? Me? It varies for, the cut of steak.
Let's go with a strip.
I'm definitely going.
Go ribeye. I mean,
ribeye. I'm going medium rare to medium, depending on how I'm feeling that day. If I'm going medium rare, I'm going to request extra char.
Now, how you cooking it or you
I'm cooking it, requesting it. However, I like a little extra char, but it's still medium rare. So you don't cook all the flavor out, and you're not chewing for an hour and a half. Which ain't bad in other situations, but we talking about steak.
Whoa. The chewing.
Free bands, how you like your steak? Yeah, we're going to move on past that.
Man.
What is it? Medium rare, I think. Medium
rare?
No, when it's medium like barely, well? It's like barely
medium bleeding,
well. Like, not even bleeding, like pink.
Medium well. That's
yeah.
Oh, you were almost a man of distinction.
Shout out to Mr. Field, man. He put me on that, man. He got me off them well done
steaks. You moved up.
Yeah, I was off these well done steaks, man.
I was a well done steak guy growing up, but as I learned and got to experience more stuff in my lifetime, I'm a medium guy.
As I became a man, I put away childish things. So if you're out here eating well done steaks, you're childish.
Well done steak is only good if you cooking steak for like the next day. Make a little steak and eggs, get some leftover steak. You got to cook it a little bit, heat it up a little bit. It's gonna get more done than what it was.
I mean, no, it should be well done if you're having to reheat it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so.
But if you ask me how I cook my steak, though, cast iron. I love cooking in my cast iron. Cast iron steaks, I always hit. I'm going to hit it with the garlic, or salt and pepper first. Garlic, butter, thyme, a little red wine. Sometimes I throw some bacon grease in there, just a little tad bit, just to spice up a little bit. Hey, you can do some bacon grease is very versatile.
The coating that you get when you cook a steak with bacon grease, as long as the steak has a lot of its own natural marble in it, it's going to be insane.
Yeah. Also, I've been kind of experimenting with cooking brown sugar, like using brown sugar. It helps get that little the crispiness on there, caramelizing that brown sugar on top of that steak or chicken. I did it with some chicken. It was pretty good. Not gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, not gonna lie to you. So it's definitely a chicken staple. I'm not giving out my secrets for the bird because a lot of people be asking me about that bird. But I was like,
hey, you cook some phenomenal bird, man.
I ain't gonna toot Birdman. Toot. But yeah, steaks. No, I'm definitely a big not kosher salt, but sea salt.
Sea salt.
I actually have a sea salt, a truffle sea salt blend that I'm loving right now, and also a Merlot salt. So it's like a wine-soaked salt that goes crazy. Also with the black peppercorn, the garlic.
I got a little black garlic in there too that I've been using lately. A little looks like black garlic, like fermented garlic. Pretty good. Or you can use roasted garlic, which is like real mushy.
I got the roasted garlic, yeah.
Yeah, man. So you can get real creative with some steak. I want to try the espresso on steak. I ain't tried that yet.
Yeah, the coffee.
Yeah, the coffee. I want to try that on steak too. So I mean, steak is like you can have it on. You can have it simple. You can have it complex. It's plenty. You can put like a little sauce with it, like a little almost like a gravy. With it, you can do like a little cheese sauce, little queso on top. I'm telling you, steak is very versatile. You can do what you want to it. If you
can do whatever you want to, except cook it well done.
Well done. There you go.
All right. Well, we kind of discussed music a little earlier before the cookbook playlist submission. What you guys got for this week?
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna start with the Brent Fires, All Mine. And I like that vibe, and Jackie Brown. Those are two little nice little vibes, good beats, hang out. And if you haven't checked out the skits, listen to the skits in order. The last one will fucking blow your mind.
Okay. My submission, I just got one this week. It's a song I've been bumping for the past 2 weeks, is New Money. That's 21 Savage and Calvin Harris. Little like summer jam.
Like it.
Because if you know Calvin Harris, you know the vibe he gets. So it's perfect for summer. It's a little late into the summer, but I ain't gonna be mad. And it's 21 Savage. So like the content and the actual production, the actual beat don't go together well, but I feel like it's those two contrasts that just kind of bring it together because you can still talk your shit, but it's a good vibe. It's a good day party vibe, So that's what I got. Free bands, what you got this week?
My song this week, man, it's an old song. Let me see when it came out. Came out 2017, actually, but I just found it by the X Ambassador called Torches. It's a pretty solid song, man. X Ambassador give you that kind of what's it called? Like Hoser feel, kind of like that kind of what is that? What is that genre? Like folk kind of.
Yeah. I would say folk.
Yeah, something like that. But I like this shit. It's a pretty solid song.
Dig that. All right, and also our weekly special this week, it's a Southern staple. It's Catfish and Grits, coming from our boy Downset Eat.
Okay.
Shout out to Christian Johnson, one of my homies right there, who started his own catering business, just cooking as a hobby and took off and made something out of it and doing a great job. Proud of you, bro. So we'll be featuring that on the Instagram and Twitter, and you can follow him at Downset Eat on both of those platforms. And with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up episode 3. Hold on. The Cookbook podcast.
Yeah, one more.
What we got?
Snack of the week, man.
Oh, hey, man.
We almost forgot the snack of the week. New addition to the show.
Yes.
My bad. So we do have a new segment. Also,
snack of the week.
Free bands got our snack of the week.
Y'all
go ahead and run that down for
man. Y'all do yourself a favor. Go ahead and ride by your neighborhood Wendy's, man. Get yourself that strawberry frosty, man. Limited time only.
The limited
be around long. You heard it here if you ain't heard it nowhere else.
Some places already gone. Cause I went and they was out and I was upset.
That shit is hard cocaine. Okay, go get that.
I had a piece on my mouth and
go get that.
My mouth fixed for
matter of fact, I'm finna go get one right now with a Baconator.
Yes, sir. There we go. There we go. Good look, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That being said, shout out to Even Odds Media.
Yes,
we wouldn't be here without them. Shout out to Kyle. Appreciate you, man. And with that, don't forget, give us a follow. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your mom and them.
Tell your mom, man. Tell her come holler at us.
Cookbook podcast. Get the recipes for life.
There you go.
With that being said, we'll see y'all next time. It's the Cookbook,
baby.
Yes, sir.